Let all cats old enough to catch their own prey gather here beneath the high rock for a clan meeting.
Miouooo, I'm Simon.
And I'm Evelyn. And today we're going to be discussing Into the Wild chapters 23 and 24.
That's what it says right there.
I thought it was 24 and 25.
Is it not? Oh, it is chapter 24 and 25. How did that happen? Wow. Fired. I should be. Okay, yeah, so these are the last chapters of the book. I agree. That's crazy. Like, we already did it.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't already do it, but we're about to do it.
Yeah. That's it.
If you're listening to this, we already did it. Wow.
That's true.
As always, our spoiler policy.
If spoilers are fun.
Yeah. So follow up. This is actually, we haven't recorded in a while. I know I had to do a lot of editing on our last episode.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, things are going well.
Mm-hmm.
Our podcast has some listeners.
Hello, listeners.
So for fandom news, I'm famous.
Can you please tell us?
Yeah, so I was listening to this podcast called Girls Gone Canon, and it's a podcast that goes through like A Song of Ice and Fire, and also they do the Historic Materials books now too. And one of the hosts was like, I wonder if there's like a Pawedcats podcast.
Well, there is.
Yeah, obviously. And so I, sent an email saying, hey, we do have one. It's called Miouooo, Warrior Cats Podcasts. And then they read my email.
On the show? Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
In episode 115, Adoada Davos 2.
A what?
That's what it says. It's called episode 115, Adoada Davos 2.
Adoada? Why is it called that?
Well, that's an acronym.
For what?
A Dance with Dragons.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's very cool. I bet a lot more people listen to that than our podcast.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they even have like a Patreon.
Wow.
So, yeah. We could have one, but they have one that actually, they get money. We wouldn't really get any money, probably. I don't know. Message us if you would be subscribed to our Patreon.
I mean, I know I wouldn't. We have a new segment called Warriors Quote of the Week, except we don't record every week.
Yeah, Warriors Quote of the episode. So I was listening to the Four Trees podcast and I heard this quote and I was like, oh, this really stuck with me. It is, rats not die. Rats not die. Cats die.
These famous words spoken by Rat Leader.
Yes.
Which group of rats is this the leader of?
This is in Firestar's Quest.
Oh.
When there's all those rats.
I hate that book.
So yeah, rats not die, cats die. Quote of the week.
What an inspirational quote. Okay.
So yeah, chapter 24, let's get into it.
Read the summary.
The plan to overthrow Brokenstar and rescue the kits works. They do a little fighting and a little meowing. A lovely summary.
Thank you.
So where we left off, they were like about to raid ShadowClan.
Yes.
The ShadowClan camp, yeah.
Apparently, the tangled mass of brambles looked very different from the neat gorse tunnel that led into the ThunderClan camp. So, two things to say about this. One is, I did not know they had brambles in ShadowClan territory. And secondly, there's a lot of things in this chapter that make me think ShadowClan really is that bad. And this is the first one. I would not want my welcome mat to be a tangled mass of brambles.
This is really classist of you, Evelyn. I'm kind of appalled. This is a yikes. No, yeah. Yeah, they definitely don't have it very good. Also, the stench of rotting meat wafted toward them.
Disgusting. They eat crow food.
Yeah, like they just eat rotting food.
Yep.
Our warriors are used for attacking, not hunting, Ashfur said.
Ashfur.
Maybe you should hunt more? Like, you know.
Who are they even attacking?
You can't just be attacking people all the time.
Hmm.
Mm.
And another clue that ShadowClan is disgusting. It's full of toadstools that will disguise your scent. Which is Yellowfang saying that the ThunderClan group should hide in a clump of bracken.
Yeah. I don't even know what a toadstool is.
It's a mushroom.
Okay. But like just a mushroom, a generic mushroom? Any specific type of mushroom?
Probably, I don't know.
Greypaw is like waiting beside Firepaw. It says, the thick fur on the back of his friend's neck was standing on end, and Firepaw could hear him panting with suppressed excitement. Is he a dog? Like, what an oaf.
No! Yeah, Greypaw seems really excited to be doing an attack.
One might say that his warrior's blood is up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, I mean, it is exciting, but...
It's more scary than exciting if I were actually there.
It's exciting in the literal sense that it's exciting your senses and stuff.
Yeah.
But
not really a good thing.
No.
So wait, Yellowfang and the ShadowClan warriors went into the camp.
Yeah, because their plan was like pretend that Yellowfang's a prisoner.
Right.
Yeah. Suddenly yowling erupted from the ShadowClan camp, which I guess so that was the signal apparently.
So then all the ThunderClan cats, they sprang from their hiding places and raced through the entrance.
Yeah. Because remember last time we were like, well, what's the signal? Because they were like, wait for our signal.
It's just yowling.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 6 ShadowClan cats that they're fighting. But then also there's like a bunch of other cats that are just really, you know, around the edge of the camp, staring at the mayhem. Their skinny bodies seemed to recoil at the violence, while their dull eyes looked on, shocked and confused. So that's not good.
Mm-mm.
And I also thought it was funny. Out of the corner of his eye, Firepaw saw Running Nose back away and hide beneath a bush.
Maybe he's watching for cats for injuries. If he's the medicine cat.
Yeah, it's a good excuse.
But I think he just wants to hide beneath a bush.
Yeah. It's crazy how weak ShadowClan is. Like,
Yeah.
I guess the other clans didn't know. They could just go in and attack, and there's only 6 warriors to fight.
Yeah.
Because the rest don't care.
I mean, you would have thought that ShadowClan would be stronger.
Yeah.
But no, they're not, like, eating.
That says a lot about, you know, what priorities are good to follow. Like, on the face of it, Brokenstar, you know, values strength above all else, but...
His cats are not very strong.
No, it's because of him.
Yeah. Didn't work.
Blackthorns.
Oh, yeah. I just looked that up. Skip. It's a thorn. It's a bush or a tree.
Oh.
With, like, blackberries.
Oh.
But not blackberries.
Inedible berries.
Edible in small amounts. And the thorns, they have thorns. But they're not very big.
I guess they're sharp, because this ShadowClan warrior's claws were as sharp as blackthorns.
They look sharp.
So I have something to say. Firepaw managed to twist and sink his teeth deep into the cat's flesh. The warrior's yowl told him he found a tender spot, and he bit harder. The warrior screeched again, ripping himself free, and ran off into the bushes. So I realized, like, cats always just run away in warriors battles.
Yeah.
Like, you bite them hard, and they just run away.
Mm-hmm.
Except the point of view characters never just run away.
Yeah, because
they don't ever run into the bushes.
Maybe once or twice. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, usually they don't, like, get injured that badly.
No, but, like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand, like, if a clan is attacking your camp and you do get injured, then it's like, it's a semi-serious injury. Are you just going to run away? No.
You're
going to stay and fight and defend your clan.
I would crawl over to the medicine den.
But there's probably warriors there fighting you.
No, just go away. I would tell them to go away.
Do you have anything to say about this is not your battle?
That's kind of a line for him to say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a little kid.
Yeah, an apprentice, but actually a kid, probably.
Yeah. Then...
Blackfoot also just runs away from his own camp that he's a deputy of.
What? Yeah, I don't know why they're all running away.
They're just fleeing.
Well, good for ThunderClan then.
Mm-hmm.
Then Firepaw is warned about Clawface, who's about to attack him. But the person who warns him, the cat who warns him, is named Dawncloud.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, Dawncloud is just one of the 4 ShadowClan cats, right? They are plotting with.
Oh, okay.
That's what it says up here, actually, in this same chapter. I think.
Oh.
Yellowfang, Ashfur, Dawncloud, and Nightpelt.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, I was confused when I saw that because I knew it wasn't a ThunderClan cat. And I thought, why is a ShadowClan cat warning Firepaw? But now I know.
Mm.
Then he's fighting with Clawface, the warrior that killed Spotted Leaf.
Yeah. What a name. Clawface.
Yeah. And Firepaw is about to kill Clawface.
Yeah.
Which is against the warrior code.
He's about to sink his teeth into Clawface's neck. Bad
but then
cat.
Whitestorm stops him.
ThunderClan warriors do not kill unless they have to. He growls in Firepaw's ear.
And then he says, we just need to let them know not to show their faces here again. But they're in ShadowClan camp. That's where they live.
It's their house. Imagine if you're raiding somebody's house, or somebody's raiding your house, and they tell you to not show your face there again in your own house. What?
That's silly.
He gave Clawface a fierce bite that sent him screaming out of the camp.
They're all running away.
Ugh.
Then we have some Brokenstar Yellowfang business.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yellowfang has pinned down Brokenstar, and he says, I never thought you would be harder to kill than my father.
Just admitting that, wow.
Yeah. And Yellowfang recoiled as if she'd been stung by a bee, her face twisted suddenly by shock and grief. I don't know about you, but when I get stung by a bee...
I'm not shocked or grieving. Applying my makeup with rage and grief.
What? And Yellowfang says, you killed Ragged-Star? Which I'm not surprised.
She wailed that. Yeah.
It's a big news for Yellowfang.
Yeah. She should have suspected that, though, probably.
Yeah, I mean, come on. She knows Brokenstar.
Yeah. Didn't you recognize my fur between his claws? Brokenstar says, which is foreshadowing later in the next chapter.
How Spotted Leaf
has Clawface's fur in her claws.
Yeah.
It's not foreshadowing. That's not
but
what foreshadowing
it also
is.
happens.
Yeah. And also Brokenstar killed Brightflower's kids.
He just killed them.
Yeah, he just killed kids.
Can't just do that.
And I guess we hear this wail of grief from who I assume is Brightflower.
Who overheard this, yes.
Yeah. Now his whole clan's going to be against him for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he do this? What a dumb cat. Like, he's so stupid.
How did he become leader if he's like this?
Yeah.
Then Firepaw is gonna attack Brokenstar, and Brokenstar says...
Don't waste your time, apprentice. I have shared dreams with StarClan. You will have to kill me 9 times over before I join them. Do you really think you're strong enough for that? So, like, there's more than just leaders who share dreams with StarClan. The fact that you share dreams with StarClan does not
Yeah.
make you like impervious.
And Firepaw shares dreams with StarClan.
Yeah. Like, just say you'll have to kill me 9 times over. Don't say I've shared a dream with StarClan. Because that's irrelevant, frankly.
And leaders don't really share dreams with StarClan. They share, like, they go to the Moonstone to receive their 9 lives, but...
Yeah. And can you really call it a dream?
It's not a dream, it's real.
Yeah. But then, like, he leaves. Because it's over.
He lost.
Yeah.
And Firepaw's like, should we go after them? And Whitestorm says, I think they got the message that they are not welcome here.
In their own house.
I mean, they aren't welcome there.
No, but not because of ThunderClan.
No. And then they find,
The kids.
yeah, the kids. Who is their mother?
Frostfur.
Frostfur's kids.
I know that because I read the next chapter.
I also read it, but I forgot her name.
Oh.
Well, I didn't forget her name. I just forgot who it was completely.
That's such a good name, Frostfur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably long-haired.
Yeah. I don't know why I think that. Why do we think that?
It just feels like she would be long-haired.
Yeah, it does. Whitestorm isn't long-haired, though. He's like medium-haired.
He's medium-haired.
Mousefur is short-haired.
Oh, Mousefur is so short-haired.
That's what a mouse's fur is like, after all.
Yeah, it's like so short.
I love when kits are described as making pitiful mewling sounds.
Yeah.
I love that description.
Kits are kind of like that.
Yeah.
And these particular kits are at the bottom of a small pit.
Just in a pit.
Did they dig this pit for the kits?
I don't know. It says they dug down through the foliage until they had uncovered the missing ThunderClan kits. So maybe. Maybe they just covered them with leaves.
Maybe. Yeah.
In an already there hole.
It says there's a little tabby kit. I think it dies.
Oh, really? I was going to say, who is that?
Because there's also... I think this is the litter with Ashfur and Fern Cloud. And they don't have a sibling later.
So there's 3 kits.
Yeah.
And yeah, it says the last one was gray like the embers of an old fire, so maybe that's Ash kit.
Although the embers of an old fire are still red.
That's true.
Well, whatever.
If they're embers, they're on fire?
The ash of the old
Burning.
fire. That's what it means.
Yeah. Ash is gray.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's a she kit. The gray one.
Oh, Well, Ashfur is trans.
Yeah. Probably. Hey, we finally got trans representation in Warriors. Actually, who knows who that is?
I mean, I thought it was, but maybe not.
I don't know.
It might be someone
Well, what
else.
color is Fern Kit Paw Cloud?
Gray.
Gray.
Yes, also gray.
So that's probably Fern Kit.
Oh yeah, it could be. But I was just thinking it was ash because of the embers of an old fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make sense. I don't know.
Well, never mind.
The kits aren't even in the allegiances.
Maybe they aren't even born yet. Maybe these are completely different cats.
Yeah, they're Frostfur's kits. And I don't know who.
I thought that Frostfur... Who's Brindleface's kits? Never mind. I'm completely confused now.
And yeah, one of them has a torn ear. That's also
the
another
tabby
name.
one. Torn ear.
Yeah. Running Nose provides some cobwebs.
And then Whitestorm's gonna leave with his warriors. And Nightpelt is now the leader.
I guess just by default. He's just taking it. I don't know.
He says, it's time for you to go now. I promise your hunting grounds will be free of ShadowClan warriors as long as we find enough food in our own territory.
That's not how it works. You still have permission to go hunt in somebody else's territory.
And then Whitestorm says, hunt in peace for 1 moon. So, like,
what does that mean?
they're both saying, like, okay, you're fine for now, but later we might just attack you.
Is Whitestorm saying it's fine for ShadowClan to hunt in ThunderClan territory, though? Hunt in peace for 1 moon. Right after Nightpelt says, as long as we can find enough food in our territory.
I mean, probably not. There's plenty of food in ShadowClan.
Yeah, they need to be more explicit, though, because I could totally understand Nightpelt thinking, oh, Whitestorm's like, you can hunt in our territory for 1 moon.
Ugh, I hope not. Although, actually, why not?
And Yellowfang comes back to ThunderClan.
Which is kind of a strange decision, because ThunderClan's not very nice to her.
Maybe she's just, can't deal with being in ShadowClan after all that's went down.
Yeah.
And her grief.
Probably. She says that they need a medicine cat in ThunderClan, which is true, so
Yeah.
it helps the authors a little.
Yeah. They just wouldn't have a medicine cat otherwise. And then I guess, so that's apparently happened sometime else in the series. And they just,
Yeah.
And then just one of the medicine cats just went to the clan.
They chose someone, and then another medicine cat trained that cat from a different clan.
Okay. So yeah.
They go home.
They go home.
The kids are kind of tired.
Interesting how their plan just went exactly as they planned it.
Yeah, it worked perfectly.
Yeah. Like, they laid out this plan for like a whole chapter. And then it just happened just like that.
Yeah.
Great writing.
Well, I mean, it was fine.
I mean, how are you gonna... I don't know. It's like, what?
I mean, were you, like... Nothing has to go wrong. It's what you'd expect, though.
They're subverting the subversion.
Yep. Okay, that's the end of chapter 24.
Chapter 25, the last chapter.
Summary is, the party returns home. Tigerclaw has a thing or two to say about Ravenpaw and Yellowfang. Yellowfang is made medicine cat, and Greystripe and Fireheart are made warriors. They sit their vigil, and Fireheart has some thoughts. Firepaw is buoyed up with relief at being home again. I thought that was an interesting word choice.
Do cats even know what a boy is?
I don't know!
Probably not. But this is the English translation, so...
Right.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So then they're back. Frostford gets her kits. She's nuzzling them and stuff. What they do. Yellowfang hung back at the camp entrance and looked on silently. Remember when basically the entire clan thought Yellowfang and Ravenpaw were like terrible, evil kidnappers?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
That's crazy.
No one's really talking about how Yellowfang's just standing there until Tigerclaw does.
Yeah. So Bluestar's like, well done, Whitestorm, or whatever. And Whitestorm's like, but it was thanks to this apprentice that we found them, referring to Firepaw. What about Gray's tripe?
Yeah. He's not the main character.
He was just kind of there.
Yeah.
But then...
Why did you bring back the traitor? Says Tigerclaw.
She is no traitor, Firepaw insisted.
And Longtail says she killed Spotted Leaf. And then they do the thing where they look at the fur in Spotted Leaf's claws, and it's brown, not gray like Yellowfang's.
Yeah. Why did they not just look earlier? Like, honestly.
What did they do with her corpse?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Well, it says, Mouseford darted away from the crowd towards the spot where Spotted Leaf's body lay, waiting for its dawn burial.
Oh.
So it's just somewhere.
Wow, I can't believe it was only the same day that Spotted Leaf died.
Yeah, it's just like night now.
Lots happening in these hours.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine a clan, like, if a cat mysteriously dies, they don't know how, but it's obvious that they were murdered. would you not, like, why would you not look at the fur between their claws?
Yeah, I guess they just were so determined to believe that it was Yellowfang.
You weren't following due process.
No.
And then Tiger Claw is still like, but that doesn't mean she didn't help to take the kits. And then Firepaw's like, speaking up in favor of Yellowfang.
Yep.
We continue on. Whitestorm tells them that Brokenstar will never lead ShadowClan again, but he did escape. But like, we don't know that.
Unless you already read the books.
Yeah, but like, there's no reason to think that Brokenstar wouldn't just, go back.
Yeah. I mean, he does. He's not over.
No. But like, look at ShadowClan's track record in the future. Like, they have another terrible leader.
Yeah, they're just willing to let any terrible cat lead them.
Yeah. Whitestorm says to Bluestar, I promised ShadowClan we would leave them in peace until the next full moon. Is that what you promised?
I think you promised a moon, not until the next full moon.
Yeah. Bluestar nodded. That was a wise and generous offer. How is that generous?
I mean,
he didn't even give any details.
You can't attack them on their own land anyway.
Yeah, it's not generous. That's just obeying the code.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a first book thing.
Then Yellowfang gets made a medicine cat.
Yeah. And before Yellowfang accepts, she looks up at Frostfur. And Frostfur nods slowly her approval. And then Yellowfang's like, okay, yeah.
Yes. She says, thank you, Bluestar. ShadowClan is not the clan I once knew. ThunderClan is my clan now. So there we go.
Mm-hmm.
And then Firepaw's remembering how Spotted Leaf is dead.
Yeah.
And Bluestar says, where's Ravenpaw?
Yeah, where is Ravenpaw?
Where is he?
Where's my apprentice? Tigerclaw chimed in. Strange that he would disappear along with Brokenstar. He looked meaningfully around the clan.
No, come on, Tigerclaw, stop.
If you think he might have been helping Brokenstar, Firepaw meowed boldly, then you are wrong.
Ravenpaw is dead, Firepaw went on. We found his body in ShadowClan territory. From the scents around him, he must have been slain by a ShadowClan patrol. And then he says to Bluestar, I'll tell you everything later. So, he lied.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's working.
Yeah. I never said that Ravenpaw was a traitor, his Tigerclaw.
Come on,
But
Tigerclaw.
you did.
Basically did.
Yeah. Ravenpaw might have made a fine warrior, he continues. His death has come too soon, etc. He really said Ravenpaw might have made a fine warrior.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
And then Bluestar says they're gonna mourn for Ravenpaw tomorrow, but first there's another ritual that must be performed.
She turned to Whitestorm and said, did they fight well? Like warriors, Whitestorm replied solemnly. Another piece of foreshadowing.
Because they're about to be made warriors.
Yeah. And then we get this phrase comparing them to warriors.
Wow.
It's also the name of the series.
What?
Wow. Look at all these clues we're tying together.
Here's the ceremony words. I, Bluestar, leader of ThunderClan, call upon my warrior ancestors to look down on these two apprentices. They have trained hard to understand the ways of your noble code, and I commend them to you as warriors in their turn. She looked down at Firepaw and Greypaw, narrowing her eyes. Firepaw, Greypaw, do you promise to uphold the warrior code and protect and defend this clan, even at the cost of your lives?
Oh, so even at the cost of your lives. That's part of their oath.
Yes.
And they always just run away during battle. Wow.
Yeah.
Firepaw felt something stir within him. A fire that burned in his belly and rang in his ears.
This is the moment. His entire body is caught on fire.
Wow. Yeah. It's so, like... It's just perfect that it happens right when he's becoming a warrior.
When his name turns from Firepaw, only fire on his paws, to Fireheart, fire all throughout his body.
Yeah.
And then Bluestar says, StarClan honors your bravery and your strength for both Graystripe and Fireheart.
Mm.
And of course, Fireheart is made a warrior after Graystripe, so that, because he's the main character, so that they can talk more about him later.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
She says, Fireheart, I am proud to have you as my warrior. Serve your clan well, young one. Well, he's not a young one anymore.
Hopefully that stops. Mm. Yeah, that's so funny. Bluestar's like, StarClan honors your bravery and strength, and we welcome you as a full warrior of ThunderClan to Graystripe. And then, StarClan honors your bravery and strength. And we welcome you as a full warrior. Yeah, it's the same.
Why is it
bravery and strength?
Like, bravery and strength are not the only things that they could have.
Yeah, like they're pretty different cats.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, like it's usually two like different words that the leader chooses.
It could be like, Graystripe, we honor your appetite and enthusiasm. Fireheart, I don't know what's so special about Fireheart. His loyalty and his pelt.
It's pretty useful to have a cat that's just on fire.
Yeah. You can cook all your mice.
Yeah.
Wow, they're warriors. In the very first book, takes longer for cats to become warriors in the later arcs.
Yeah. How long were they even apprentices for then? Like 3 months?
Not very long.
Poor Dustpaw and Sandpaw.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I mean, they've been apprentices for so much longer.
Yeah, it's just not fair.
It really isn't. It's not like... I mean, I'm sure Dustpaw and Sandpaw would have done just as well in the battle.
Yeah.
And then Tiger Claw's like... He's saying... He hissed quietly into Fireheart's ear. Don't think you can outwit me, kitty fat. Be careful what you tell Bluestar. So Tiger Claw's being pretty open about this.
Yeah. Maybe Firepaw should Fireheart should tell Bluestar?
Well, he tries to, but he's supposed to be doing his vigil, and he's not allowed to talk. Mm-hmm. And so Bluestar says it can wait till morning.
But then he doesn't. He just doesn't tell her, right? I don't even remember what happens in the next book.
Know.
Whatever.
Next book.
Well, if we even do that book next.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that later.
So then they're supposed to be guarding the camp all night, Graystripe and Fireheart, as their vigil. But then Fireheart closes his eyes and recalls the dreams of his kittenhood. You can't do that while you're guarding the camp. His first day as a warrior? Do better.
To be technical, it doesn't say he kept them closed. So maybe what he really did was just blink.
But he was dreaming. He must have been asleep.
Wow, falling asleep, right? That's really bad.
Yeah. No, not what happened.
Oh, but then he opened his eyes with a jolt because Tiger Claw is watching him.
Yeah. Why is he watching him? That's weird.
I feel like he's evil.
But Fireheart, I mean, he knows that Tiger Claw is his enemy, but now that he's a warrior, he's bigger, stronger, faster, and wiser. And modest, too.
Fireheart was ready for the challenge.
That's the last line of the book.
Well...
Except for...
the chapter.
We have some goodies here.
About the author. Aaron Hunter is inspired by a love of cats and a fascination with the ferocity of the natural world. As well as having a great respect for nature in all its forms, Aaron enjoys creating rich mythical explanations for animal behavior, shaped by her interest in astrology and standing stones.
I've read that so many times.
Does it ever change?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's kind of funny that they have, about the author, but it's so many people.
Yeah, it's just fake.
Is it just about Kate Carey, or...
Just about Victoria?
Yeah, who knows?
Visit www.authortracker.com for exclusive information on your favorite HarperCollins author. So let's do that.
Okay, authortracker.com. What?
404 not found. Okay, well, that's not surprising. I mean, how long ago? That was printed like 18 years ago.
Yeah, which we'll get into in the copyright section.
Yeah. There's the first 4 books listed in the, like, that section.
Into the Wild, Fire and Ice, Forest of Secrets, Rising Storm. Then the copyright. Warriors Into the Wild. Copyright 2003 by Working Partners Limited. All rights reserved under international and Pan-American copyright conventions. By payment of the required fees, you have been granted the non-exclusive, non-transferable right to access and read the text of this ebook on screen. No part of this text may be reproduced, transmitted, downloaded, decompiled, reverse engineered, or stored in or introduced into any information storage and retrieval system in any form or by any means, whether electronic or mechanical, now known and hereinafter invented, without... What?
Now known or hereinafter invented.
Oh, sorry. Without the express written permission of HarperCollins ebooks. It says reverse engineered? What does that mean?
It means, like, when you have, like, the finished product of something, but then, and you want to figure out how to build it, so you, like, take it apart, and then you can, like, learn how to build it or something.
Of the ebook?
I mean, it means something a bit different, but it's the general idea.
Okay, weird. Well, that was... I'm sure you were all entertained by that.
Microsoft Reader, July 2007, ISBN 978-0-06-154291-6.
109876543321. HarperCollins ebooks.
About the publisher.
Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdoms, or United States. Which one should we read first?
Australia. I mean, let's just go in order.
We're reading them all?
HarperCollins Publishers, Australia. Pty Limited. 25 Ryde Road, P.O. Box 321. Pimble, New South Wales, 2073, Australia. http://www.harpercollinsbooks.com.au.
This is horrible! Are we really gonna put all of this in? Who's gonna listen to this? Don't you want to support us on Patreon now? Canada. HarperCollins Publishers Limited? That's what that means?
Yeah.
55 Avenue Road. Avenue Road?
What kind of a road is
that? Suite 2900. Toronto, Ontario? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
What's M5R?
I don't know.
What's 3L2? Canada. http://www.harpercollinsebooks.ca.
New Zealand. HarperCollins Publishers New Zealand Limited. P.O. Box 1.
What?
They have the first one?
This is more entertaining than I thought.
P.O. Box 1, Auckland, New Zealand. That's it. And then the website, which I'm not going to read again, actually.
But the last 2 letters is...
It's co.nz.
Instead of the other countries. United Kingdom. HarperCollins Publishers Limited. 7785 Fulham Palace Road, London, W68JB, United Kingdom. Website. The website doesn't have a...
Oh, it's uk.harpercollinsbooks.com.
Oh, it's before. Okay, I see.
Okay, and then the last one, United States. HarperCollins Publishers Incorporated. 10 East 53rd Street, New York, New York, 10022.
And then the website. And the website, this one really doesn't have any, like, USA thing.
It's just, because the US is the default for that.
Weird.
And let's see. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Wow. quite an anticlimactic end to the book.
Yeah, honestly, jeez.
Okay, did you like the book?
Yeah, I did like the book.
Me too.
So yeah, I mean, I'm really realizing like how weird the first book is. They didn't really have the like all the story and like even the world set out. Like a lot of things are weird. A lot of the writing and the dialogue is weird.
Yeah, lots of things to laugh about.
Stuff that like isn't even true later on in terms of like the code and how the clans work.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, like the first books are still the best in the series.
Yeah,
I think.
probably true.
So let's look at the wiki page for this whole book for our like looking back section.
Yeah, it's been a long time on this one book.
Yeah, almost. I mean, I don't know, 8 months or something.
I wonder how many Warriors books were released during that time.
Yeah. Well, definitely Gray Stripe's Vow.
Yeah. Maybe a Shadow in RiverClan.
Yeah, so the first arc is called The Prophecies Begin Now.
Formerly known as the original arc.
Mm-hmm. Firepaw is the cat depicted on the center of the cover in the original cover and the reprinted one.
It doesn't say who the other two cats are in the original cover, though.
Yeah. So it looks like one of them is... There we go.
One of them is gray and stripy. Who can it be?
And one of them is...
Calico?
A little bit. There's a little bit of white there.
But
mostly like black and
it's
orange.
It's also, yeah, black.
Dark brown or something.
I don't know who these cats are. And they look like they might be about to fight, or maybe they're just meeting.
Oh yeah, one of them is baring their teeth.
But they could just be meowing a greeting.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell. I don't know who they are. Maybe someone else knows. Tell us if you know.
I'm really struck again, like, I think we probably talked about this in the first episode, how on the original cover, Firepaw to me looks like he's facing backwards, but his head is forwards. And you have to like look closely to see that, oh no, he is facing forwards, there's his tail.
It must... What makes it look like that?
I don't know. I guess something about this dark spot there.
The shadow that's in between his two front legs.
Yeah. It looks like the spine.
Yeah, I guess a lot of cats have a stripe on their back.
Mm-hmm. Author Kate Carey. Cover artist Wayne McLaughlin.
And the new cover is Owen Richardson.
Audiobook narrator McLeod Andrews. Never listened to the audiobook.
Me neither.
Jacket designer Karen Paprocki. I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
There's chapter subpages for each chapter. Wow. Oh, chronology preceded by Redtail's Debt. What is that?
Redtail's Debt. Should have read this one first.
It's in the Path of a Warrior novella book.
It has Redtail's Debt, Tawny Pelt's Clan, and Shadowstar's Life.
Huh. Weird. Author Clarissa Hutton. Who is that?
What? Who's writing
Another
these?
Aaron.
What happens in this book? Detailed plot description. Ooh, let's not read that. The blurb.
That's too long.
How about...
There's no blurb.
There was a blurb at the top. A ThunderClan warrior who dared to stand in the way of the ambitious cat who would become Tiger Star. That's the whole blurb.
Mistakes. There's one mistake.
Redtail kills Oakhart with a bite to the throat in the book, while the Prophecies Begin explains that Oakhart was killed by a rockfall during the battle.
Oh, not this again.
Yes,
God.
this again. Wow, well...
Back to Into the Wild.
Yeah, we've had enough of Redtail's Debt. Wow, we could have just read this instead of doing a podcast.
Honestly, we could have just read the detailed plot description. It's not as detailed as what we did, though.
True. Author statement. Kate has stated that she thinks that the cats in the background of the cover are Graypaw and a cat from another clan.
Oh.
We figured it out.
Huh.
Wow, that's Gray Stripe.
Wow.
I said it was gray and stripy.
So, Is Graystripe actually striped?
Because the description earlier said a solid gray cat.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Solid gray cat.
But then his name has stripe in it.
And the cover does have... Like, he's not solid gray, that's for sure.
Right.
That does not look like Graystripe to me, frankly.
No, I didn't think it was.
Okay, yeah, mistakes. I know we looked at this before. Let's see what we think about this now.
Okay. Allegiances are missing Rosetail.
Hashtag remembering Rosetail.
And then, I guess the allegiances are supposed to have only the cats that are part of the clan at the beginning of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Firepaw's listed even though he's not in ThunderClan until further in the book. Oakheart is mistakenly described as bracken-colored. You knew that?
Yeah. Spotleaf is mentioned as younger than Darkstripe, despite being born before him. Hard to be younger than somebody if you're born before them.
That's true. Dustpaw is called Darkstripe's first apprentice, but actually was Longtail.
It states that Firepaw had his first bite of mouse the night before, when it was actually 2 nights before.
I love how it doesn't say before what. Where's bite of mouth?
Revealed in Into the Wild, page 69. That was. Graypaw mentioned that leaders only ever take the kits of deputies as apprentices. However, no leader before or after this point has been shown with a deputy kit as apprentice, and none of Bluestar's apprentices were the kits of her deputies.
Why would Graypaw say that? Then Yellowfang is mistakenly mentioned as pale gray.
Instead of yellow.
Graypaw is mistyped as Grewpaw.
I think we saw that when we got it.
Bright Flower is mistakenly described as black and white.
We just read that.
Whoa.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was in the very end of
it. It was black and white, yeah.
But what color is Bright Flower? Yellow also?
Let's see.
Orange Tabby She-Cat. What? She looks just like Firestar.
Oh my god.
Look at this picture of Firestar and this picture of Bright Flower.
It's the same image, but just slightly altered. It's just a little bit lighter. It's definitely the same. And her eyes are yellow instead of green. It's the same.
Well, the face is a little different.
And the tail is a bit fluffier.
But it's the same
It's clearly the same base.
Apparently Bright Flower had a kit named Marigold Kit. And a kit named Mint Kit. Those were the ones that Brokenstar killed.
And a son named Nutwhisker. What?
Oh! Bright Flower is Yellowfang's mother.
Oh, what? Bright Flower is old.
Yeah. Was Bright Flower one of the cats who helped attack Brokenstar?
No, I don't think so. So Marigold Kit and Mint Kit were the two that died, I guess. Yeah. By
Brokenstar killed
his own relatives.
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
They're his niece and nephew? Wait, no, what? I'm confused. Wait.
His aunt and uncle.
His aunt and uncle, but they're younger than him?
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
I love that there's, like, for the bio, there's education as a category. And then it says apprentice wolf step.
But it doesn't say who her mentor was.
No. Book appearances were Tall Star's Revenge, Yellowfang's Secret, and Into the Wild. So we just never in the main series see Bright Flower again.
Wow.
God, I can't wait to get to the other mistakes.
Yeah, I love the mistakes.
There's a lot. Like, there's the same number pretty much in the other books, except for the Dangerous Path, when there's only 3.
It says Darkstripe is mentioned with black fur. Cinderpelt is called Cinderpaw by accident. And Tawny Kit is mentioned several times as having ginger fur and once with tabby fur. Can't wait for the dangerous path.
Yeah.
Who's that cat?
That's Firepaw.
What? He looks so pale.
English language edition textless cover.
Oh my god.
On the right side there's
He's
Graypaw and the
brown.
other cat.
Why is he brown?
On the left side there's a very weird, yeah. And there's the reprinted cover, which is definitely better in the sense that Firepaw looks like a kitten and not a completely full-grown cat.
What a handsome ginger Tom.
Oh god. Where it all began on the Warriors official website.
Meow, meow, meow.
What is this?
Like ranking scenes from the book. Most memorable moments from Into the Wild. Number 5, Ravenpaw's escape.
Pretty memorable.
Number 4, meeting Graypaw, Lionheart, and Bluestar.
I guess.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Number 3, Warriors at Last.
When they become warriors.
Yeah. Number 2, Fire alone can save our clan.
I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely the most memorable prophecy.
Yeah.
Number 1, From Rusty to Firepaw.
That's iconic.
Yeah.
With the breaking of the collar.
Yeah, I love the breaking of the collar.
Honestly, that's the best part of the book. Okay, what's your best part of the book?
Probably not that. I don't know. It was fine.
Okay. Well, yeah. Good book. We did that. What was your favorite and least favorite part of the episode?
My favorite part of the episode was finding out that one of the countries had the P.O. Box 1
Oh my god.
as their publishing thing.
My favorite part was Whitestorm. Whitestorm basically taking over ShadowClan's camp.
Your least favorite part?
What was my least favorite part? My least favorite part was definitely that their plan just went exactly according to how it was supposed to go.
I liked that. We don't want any mishaps. Just let everything work.
I just can't imagine writing out details of a plan and then the next chapter is writing that plan in action.
It's like writing the outline of this book and then writing the book.
It's not like that. They're different.
My least favorite part of the book, of the episode, was those annoying kits. Get them away.
Oh, should have stayed in their hole.
I couldn't think of anything, so I said that.
Hideous, pitiful Miouooo.
Shut up, you kids!
So what are we even doing next?
Well, I think we should do what's sure to be a fan favorite.
Yes. Special episode.
Not Warriors related at all.
Not at all. But still cat related.
Written by our second favorite author, William Saroyan.
The cat.
A wonderful short story.
Featuring the word Miouooo.
In case you've been wondering.
Yeah. God, I can't wait. Oh, such a good story.
It really is.
And then, so what about after that, though? The logical thing to do would be to go just start into Fire and Ice.
Yeah, I'm worried if we just go through the books that we'll never get, I mean, it's gonna take a really long time to get anywhere.
Right.
We might want to, skip around or something. I don't know, do you think people are listening, trying to get a picture of what happens in Warriors? You could just read a plot description if that's what you wanted.
Yeah, but I mean, let us know, please. We still have not received any fan feedback.
Emphasis on how fan is singular, not plural.
But yeah, we're a spoilers everything podcast. We don't care about spoilers. In fact, we think they're fun.
That is our spoiler
should
policy.
we just pick a random Warriors book? Because all the other Warriors podcasts, so Pawedcats, what is that? Probably the biggest one, I would say. They don't do spoilers. All the other Warriors series, they just start at the beginning and work their way through.
And then they don't always get all the way through because there's just so many books.
Yeah. Like, how could you possibly get all the way through unless you talk about, like... I guess if you talk about a book at a time, you could do that. But
yeah.
that
But
has
we're
not
doing
happened.
such an in-depth review. We could do, like, one book from the main series, then a manga or super edition or novella, and then, like, another book. We could do, like, the first book of this series, then the next book of the first book of the new prophecy, then the first book of the next arc, and then when we're done with that, move back to the second book of the Prophecies Begin.
Yeah, we could.
The possibilities are endless.
If you have a certain book that you want us to do, or if you have thoughts about the order in which we do things, please let us know.
Yes, please let us know.
Yeah. I kind of just want to do a random book.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing Fire and Ice next.
Yeah, I don't either. I need a break from Firepaw or Fireheart, I think.
Yeah, Fireheart, who gets made deputy soon.
Yeah, that does happen soon.
That was crazy.
Alright, well...
No
I'm
point
sure-
dawdling.
Yeah. You'll find out soon enough. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.